Alright, so in this lesson, I want to cover just some of the basic terminology and get some of that out of the way and make sure that we're all on the same page. This lesson, this series of lessons isn't really going to be, how to color 101. I'm going to kind of assume that you could get a drawing to this point, for example. This is all this is it's just a line art layer with some kind of like a pencil drawing with some basic flat colors underneath. If you don't know how to do this, then I would suggest maybe checking out some of the more basic courses, some of my YouTube videos on some of the basics of how to color, because the nuts and bolts of how this works I'm not really going to get into very heavily in this course. But I did want to do one video where we just sort of walk through this so that we're at least all on the same page here. So when you guys hear me talk about line art or the inks, I tend to call it that a lot of times, I'm just talking about the regular line art layer, wherever your drawing is, basically. Now, in this case, I've got a drawing at the top, and I've got a basic background color layer below it, and then in between, we've got what I call flats, and what the industry calls flats in the comics world. So if you guys hear me talk about the flats layer or flatting, flats are just the very basic flat colors. That's why it's called flatting. There's no light, there's no shadow. It's just the skin is that color, the hair is brown, the eyes are blue. Okay, there's no variation in the colors at all. And the reason this is important, at least especially in comic type art, is that we can always go back and use that layer to make selections. Okay, so just about any art application is going to have some sort of selection tool or some kind of magic wand type thing. So for example, I can go to my flats layer, even if I've done other things on top, and use the magic wand to select areas that are all that one single color. So it's important to make sure that once you've set this flat layer, once you've got your color set here, go ahead and lock that layer down. Okay, in the file that I sent you guys that's available for download, the file should already be, that layer should be locked down. But you never want to edit that layer. Okay, I mean, you might can edit the entire color, but you don't want to do any brushing or any rendering of light and shadow on that layer, because we can always go back and use that to help us make selections. Okay, so we can make selections, say, on the flats layer and then work above it with a different color, and you can see how that contains that. So I know this is really basic, but I do want to cover a few of these topics for you guys. The other thing that you're going to see me reference throughout the course is blending modes. Now, I don't always call them blending modes. I usually just say the layer mode. So it depends on the app you're using, but just about any major art application has blending modes or layer modes. And what these are right in Photoshop anyway, they're up at the top, and and they're the normal and multiply and screen. And you guys are probably familiar with some of this if you've been doing digital art very long at all. But the very, very basics are, you put your line art in multiply at the top, and then everything you color is underneath that. Okay, and multiply will hide all the white space basically in your line drawing. So the line art is set to multiply, and then we're coloring underneath. And we'll be using different layer modes throughout the course, but those are some of the basics. And again, if this all sounds a little too much for you, you might want to pause and check out some of the more basic lessons first before we move on into the other stuff. There's the basics of digital art with Procreate course that I've got. There's YouTube videos that I'll link that I've done. So I don't want you guys to feel too lost at the beginning, but these are just some of the real basic concepts, and so I think we're ready to move on now.